Here, in the vibrant tapestry of Thailand, a unique journey begins. It is the story of a young mind, a mind stirred by the world around him. Dr. Thavorn Thitthongkam was his name. His early life was filled with simple wonders. These wonders sparked a deep curiosity.
I saw the power of words. I felt the magic of communication.
This was the very start. The first gentle push towards a remarkable destiny, a calling that would shape not only his life, but the lives of countless others who would come to learn from his wisdom and his passion. The seeds of his future were sown in common soil, yet they were nurtured by uncommon dreams. He observed, he listened. The world spoke to him in many tongues, but one tongue, English, held a special allure. It was a key to unlock distant lands, a key to understand different cultures.
This fascination was not fleeting. It grew stronger with each passing day. It became a quiet resolve, a determination to master this global language, and then, remarkably, to share that mastery with others in my homeland.
Imagine a young Thavorn. Perhaps he watched foreign films. Maybe he listened to songs from afar. Each word, each phrase was a puzzle, a delightful challenge. His motivation was not mere ambition, it was a deeper understanding. He saw English as a bridge connecting Thailand to the wider world. This vision, formed so early, became the bedrock of his life's work. It was a profound insight for one so young, a guiding star that would illuminate his path through the complexities of language and education. His influences were varied. Family stories, patient teachers, the very air of his community, each played a part. They helped shape his gentle spirit. They fostered his keen intellect. These early experiences were crucial. They were the unseen currents guiding a small vessel towards a vast ocean of knowledge, an ocean he would one day navigate with consummate skill. This was the quiet dawn of an epic journey, a journey that would echo the grand narratives of old, a modern Ramakien in the making. The classroom, a new habitat. Here the young Thavorn began his formal education. It was a world of discovery, numbers and letters, stories and songs. Each lesson was a stepping stone.
I absorbed knowledge like a thirsty plant drinks water. My mind was eager. My spirit was bright.
Teachers noticed his potential. They saw the spark in his eyes. They encouraged his natural curiosity. This early nurturing was vital. It provided the foundation upon which all future learning would be built, solidifying his innate love for understanding. Childhood progressed. School became a familiar landscape. He navigated its challenges with diligence. He excelled in his studies. Language, in particular, captivated him. The structure of sentences, the music of words, the way ideas could be shaped and shared. It was a fascinating ecosystem of expression.
I wasn't just learning, I was exploring, connecting the dots between my native Thai and the intriguing patterns of English.
This careful observation laid the groundwork for his later innovations in teaching, a testament to his early analytical mind. His early academic path was steady. Consistent effort yielded good results. He was not merely a passive recipient of information. He was an active participant in his own learning. He asked questions. He sought understanding beyond the textbooks.
This proactive approach set me apart. It hinted at the educator I would become, an educator who valued critical thinking, an educator who encouraged deep engagement.
The small classroom was his first training ground, a microcosm of the larger world of academia he would soon enter. Each school year added a new layer to his understanding. The world of books opened up new vistas. He read widely. He learned about different cultures. He saw how language could transport one to other times and places. This growing awareness fueled his desire to learn English. It was more than just a school subject. It was a passport to a global community. This period of his life was crucial. It was the careful construction of the launchpad from which his extraordinary academic and professional journey would eventually take flight. The transition to university marked a significant new chapter. A wider world of knowledge beckoned. Dr. Thavorn embraced this challenge with enthusiasm. He chose his path carefully. English language and literature became his focus. Here, his passion found fertile ground.
He delved into complex texts. He explored linguistic theories. He honed his analytical skills. The university was a crucible. It was here that his raw talent began to be forged into refined expertise, shaping the scholar and educator he was destined to be.
His university years were a period of intense intellectual growth. He encountered inspiring professors. He engaged in stimulating discussions with peers. The academic environment was demanding, yet he thrived. He was not content with surface-level understanding. He sought to unravel the intricacies of the English language, its history, its evolution, its diverse forms around the world. This deep dive into linguistics and pedagogy was transformative. It equipped him with the tools and the vision for his future contributions to English education in Thailand. Beyond the formal curriculum, he sought out opportunities. He participated in language clubs. He engaged in debates. He practiced his English at every chance.
This dedication was remarkable. He understood that mastery required more than just classroom learning. It required immersion. It required constant application. His commitment was unwavering. It was the hallmark of a true scholar, a scholar driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a desire to achieve true fluency and understanding, not just for himself, but for the benefit of others.
As he neared the culmination of his university studies, his path became clearer. The call to teach, to share his passion for English grew stronger. His own journey of learning had been profound. He now felt a responsibility to make that journey accessible to others. His university education had not just imparted knowledge, it had ignited a mission to empower his fellow Thais through the gift of language. The stage was set for him to embark on his professional life, armed with wisdom and a clear purpose. With his formal education complete, Dr. Thavorn stepped into the professional world. The classroom was his new arena. He was no longer just a student of language, he was now its conduit. His early teaching experiences were formative. He learned to connect with students. He discovered the joy of seeing understanding dawn in their eyes. Each day presented new challenges, new opportunities to refine his craft.
He approached teaching with the same diligence and passion he had shown in his own studies, eager to make a difference. His initial years were a period of practical learning. He observed what worked. He noted what didn't. He adapted his methods.
He listened to his students. He understood their struggles. He empathized with their aspirations. This student-centered approach became a cornerstone of his teaching philosophy. He realized that effective teaching was not about dictating knowledge. It was about facilitating discovery. It was about creating an environment where students felt safe to explore, to make mistakes, and to grow in their linguistic abilities.
He began to experiment. He sought innovative ways to make English engaging. He knew that rote memorization was not enough. Language had to be alive. It had to be relevant. He started incorporating real-world materials. He used stories. He used songs. He used games. His classroom became a vibrant space of active learning.
Students responded with enthusiasm. They were not just learning English, they were experiencing it. This departure from traditional methods marked the beginning of his unique contribution to pedagogy. The early career of Dr. Thavorn was characterized by dedication and a relentless pursuit of excellence. He was not content with mediocrity. He strived to be the best educator he could be. He attended workshops. He read pedagogical research. He constantly sought feedback. This commitment to continuous improvement was infectious. It inspired his colleagues. It motivated his students. He was laying the foundation for a career that would be defined by innovation, impact, and an unwavering commitment to the art and science of teaching. As Dr. Thavorn gained experience, his vision for English education sharpened. He saw the need for new approaches that were tailored to the Thai context.
He began to develop his own unique teaching methodologies. These were not mere tweaks to existing systems. They were fundamental rethinking of how language could be taught and learned effectively.
His work was meticulous. It was grounded in research, and it was always infused with a deep understanding of his students' needs and cultural backgrounds.
One of his key innovations was the emphasis on communicative competence. He believed that language was primarily a tool for communication. Therefore, his methods focused on practical usage.
He encouraged students to speak, to interact, to use English in meaningful contexts. This was a shift from grammar translation methods. It brought language to life.
His classrooms buzzed with activity. Students were not afraid to express themselves. They learned that making mistakes was part of the process. This empowering environment fostered confidence and fluency.
Dr. Thavorn also recognized the importance of integrating technology. He was an early adopter of new tools. He saw their potential to enhance learning. He incorporated multimedia resources.
He used interactive software. He explored online platforms for language practice. This forward-thinking approach kept his teaching methods fresh and relevant. It appealed to a new generation of learners.
It demonstrated his commitment to leveraging all available resources to create the most effective learning experience possible, always looking ahead to the future of education.
His contributions to English language pedagogy extended beyond his own classroom. He began to share his insights with other educators. He conducted workshops. He wrote articles. He developed teaching materials.
His innovative ideas started to gain traction. Other teachers began to adopt his methods. His influence spread. He was not just teaching students anymore. He was shaping the very landscape of English education in Thailand.
His blueprints for brilliance were becoming a shared resource, benefiting a wider community.
Section 6. The Ramakien Resonance Weaving Ancient Tales into Modern Tuition.
A truly remarkable aspect of Dr. Thavorn's pedagogy was his ability to weave Thai culture into English language learning. He understood that learning a foreign language should not mean abandoning one's own heritage. Instead, he saw an opportunity to make English more relatable, more meaningful. He drew inspiration from the rich tapestry of Thai folklore and literature. And what richer source than the epic Ramakien, the Thai version of the Ramayana, a story deeply embedded in the nation's soul.
He ingeniously incorporated elements of the Ramakien into his lessons. Characters from the epic, moral dilemmas, heroic quests. These timeless stories provided a familiar framework. Students could explore complex English vocabulary and grammar through narratives they already understood and cherished.
This approach was groundbreaking. It transformed language learning from a purely academic exercise into a culturally enriching experience. It was a bridge between worlds, making the foreign familiar and the familiar a tool for new understanding. Imagine students learning English prepositions by describing Hanuman's daring leaps, or practicing past tenses by recounting the noble deeds of Praram.
This method did more than just teach language. It fostered cultural pride. It sparked imagination. It made learning fun. Dr. Thavorn showed that English could be a lens through which to appreciate one's own culture even more deeply.
The Ramakien, with its valiant heroes and mythical creatures, provided an endlessly engaging backdrop for linguistic exploration and skill development. This Ramakien resonance in his teaching was not merely a clever trick, it was a profound pedagogical insight. It demonstrated his deep understanding of how learning occurs. He knew that connecting new information to existing knowledge enhances retention and engagement. By rooting English lessons in the beloved soil of Thai culture, he created a powerful and effective learning environment.
It was a testament to his innovative spirit, a modern educator drawing wisdom from ancient tales to illuminate the path for his students.
Section 7. Crowning Achievements. A Constellation of Honours.
The dedication and innovative spirit of Dr. Thavorn Thitthongkam did not go unnoticed. His contributions to English language education earned him widespread recognition. Accolades began to accumulate. These were not sought for personal glory. They were a testament to the impact of his work. They validated his tireless efforts. They shone a light on the transformative power of his teaching methodologies.
Each award was a milestone, marking a significant point in his distinguished career. He received honours from prestigious educational institutions. Government bodies acknowledged his contributions. Professional organizations celebrated his innovative approaches.
These recognitions were diverse. They ranged from teaching excellence awards to commendations for curriculum development. Each one spoke to a different facet of his multifaceted talent. He was recognized not just as a skilled teacher, but as a thought leader, a pioneer who was reshaping the field of English language teaching in Thailand and beyond.
The esteem in which he was held was evident in the invitations he received. He was asked to speak at national and international conferences. He was invited to lead workshops for fellow educators. His expertise was sought by curriculum developers and policymakers.
This widespread respect was a reflection of his profound impact. He had become a guiding voice, a source of inspiration for countless others in the education sector. His journey was an example of how passion, coupled with innovation, can lead to extraordinary achievements.
These accolades, however, did not cause Dr. Thavorn to rest on his laurels. Instead, they seemed to fuel his determination. He saw them as an encouragement to continue his work, to explore new frontiers in teaching, to reach even more students and educators.
His humility in the face of such recognition was remarkable. For him, the greatest reward was always the success of his students. The true Constellation of Honours was the bright future he helped illuminate for so many, a legacy far more enduring than any single award.
Section 8. The legacy multiplied, nurturing the next wave of educators.
Dr. Thavorn's influence extended far beyond his direct students. He understood the power of multiplication. By mentoring and inspiring other teachers, he could amplify his impact. He dedicated significant time to training future educators. He shared his pedagogical insights. He guided them in developing their own teaching styles. He instilled in them his passion for student-centered learning.
This commitment to nurturing the next generation was a vital part of his life's work, ensuring his methods and philosophy would continue to flourish. Many teachers who trained under him, or were inspired by his work, went on to become innovators themselves. They carried his torch into their own classrooms. They adapted his methods. They built upon his foundations.
This ripple effect was profound. It created a growing community of educators committed to excellence in English language teaching. Dr. Thavorn had not just taught English, he had cultivated a culture of pedagogical innovation. His classroom became a seedbed for future leaders in education.
His approach to mentorship was patient and empowering. He did not impose his ideas. Instead, he encouraged critical thinking. He fostered a collaborative spirit. He helped young teachers find their own voices. He understood that each educator brought unique strengths to the profession. His role was to help them unlock their potential.
The gratitude and respect from those he mentored speak volumes. They saw him not just as a teacher, but as a guide, a role model, and a lifelong source of inspiration.
The true measure of his success in this domain is the continued evolution of English teaching practices influenced by his principles. New methodologies emerge, rooted in his core beliefs about communication, cultural relevance, and student engagement. His legacy is not static. It is a living, breathing entity. It is carried forward by the hundreds, perhaps thousands of educators he touched. They are the multipliers of his vision. They ensure that his pioneering spirit continues to shape English education for generations yet to come. Section 9. An enduring echo, the Thavorn Thitthongkam Chronicle. The journey of Dr. Thavorn Thitthongkam is indeed an epic tale. A modern Ramakien, not of battles with demons, but of struggles for understanding, of conquests over linguistic barriers. His life has been a testament to the power of dedication, the impact of one individual committed to a noble cause. He understood that learning a foreign language should not mean abandoning one's own heritage. Instead, he saw an opportunity to make English more relatable, more meaningful. He drew inspiration from the rich tapestry of Thai folklore and literature. And what richer source than the epic Ramakien, the Thai version of the Ramayana, a story deeply embedded in the nation's soul. His story resonates deeply. It inspires educators. It encourages learners. It demonstrates how passion, coupled with innovative thinking, can transform lives and communities. His chronicle is one of perseverance and profound influence. His legacy is etched in the improved English proficiency of countless students. It is woven into the fabric of modern teaching methodologies in Thailand. It lives on in the hearts and minds of the educators he mentored. This is not a legacy confined to textbooks or academic papers. It is a dynamic force. It continues to shape the future of English language education. The echoes of his work will be heard for many years. They will guide new teachers. They will empower new learners. Dr. Thavorn Thitthongkam has shown us that teaching is more than a profession. It is a calling. It is an art. It is a science. His life's work provides a blueprint for excellence. It highlights the importance of cultural sensitivity. It champions the cause of student empowerment. His journey reminds us that the greatest contributions often come from those who quietly dedicate themselves to uplifting others. His story is a beacon, illuminating the path toward a more connected and understanding world through the power of language. The final chapter of this particular narrative is still being written. It is written every day, in every classroom where his methods are used, in every student who discovers the joy of English, in every teacher who strives to emulate his dedication. The Thavorn Thitthongkam Chronicle is an enduring one, a story of quiet heroism, a story of profound impact, a story that will continue to inspire. His epic journey has enriched the landscape of education, leaving an indelible mark for all time, a true master of his craft.